What is going on, everybody? This is jcabale with cabalemedia.com. And in today's video, we are going over cold emailing and cold email list. Stay tuned. Let's talk about cold emailing and how it can benefit you or potentially hurt you. I'm sure you heard of things like Apollo or Zoom Info. Things like Apollo or Zoom Info is basically, it's a query search type of thing where you go in, you say, for example, let's say you do document scanning. You look for people that are C-level meaning CEOs, chief operating officers, how many people are in the company, what type of industry they're in. From there, you click through whatever it is you're looking for. Maybe it's their location or maybe their target market. You click through this just like any type of drop-down menu or checkbox, and then it spits out a certain amount of names. Then you would cold email those people offering them your services, which I'm sure you get a lot of junk email with somebody that says, I looked at your site, there's an audit I've done, here's what we can offer you, so on and so forth. If you get spam emails, those are most likely coming from cold email lists or somewhere like Zoom Info or Apollo. 100% cold email lists are good for lead generation, and they're actually very lucrative to some extent if you get the right person, and they also save you a lot of money. It definitely is a great way to generate leads, but you just have to be careful to who you're sending it to, when you're sending it, and to make sure that you're not hitting the spam folder. It's very cost-effective, cold email marketing. You generally don't need a high budget or a large budget to get an email marketing list or a cold email marketing list. All you have to do is buy it, have a decent strategy, and a good email service provider, and you could start sending emails right away. Scalability. You can send to a relatively large list right away with no issue. No issue meaning you don't have to acquire these names. Once you have a template and a list to send off to, you can pretty much do it automatically. Upload the list, make sure to run it through something like Never Bounce, and you're on your way to send emails to a lot of leads that you didn't have to acquire organically. Another thing is that it takes minimal effort. You could have yourself or your team send a whole bunch of emails. Obviously, you want to be strategic and warm up the list, but minimal effort is needed. All you need is a good email service provider, a list and a template, and you're ready to go. Another benefit of cold emailing is direct contact. You are reaching directly to the person you want to speak to. You don't have to go through all these type of communication barriers, through assistants or anyone really. You get direct communication with this particular person to potentially start business with and do amazing things. Personalization, one of my favorites. With all the technology out now, you can personalize emails to anyone. All you need is their email address, their first name, possibly their last name, maybe their birthday for some reason, and you can send out emails and personalize them as many times. So the more you personalize, the more likely you are to engage. Drawbacks of cold emailing. Low response rates. Since the people you're sending to didn't opt into these emails, there's a chance they may not even open them, delete them, or send them to the junk folder. Reputation risk. Sending cold emails can put your sender reputation at risk, especially if you get sent to the junk or spam folder too often. This can definitely affect your deliverability rates for your future campaigns. Legal and compliance issues. There are strict regulations when it comes to sending unsolicited emails. In the US, it's the Canned Spam Act, and then in Europe, it's the GDPR. Other countries have similar rules and regulations, and violating these rules, unfortunately, can lead to a hefty fine. Always be careful. Quality of leads. The quality of cold emails is definitely a lot lower in quality in comparison to organic leads. The sales cycles are much longer, and the conversion rates are generally a lot lower as well. Best practices for cold emailing. Research your target audience. I can't stress this enough. Do a deep dive on your target market. Send emails to those who are most likely to benefit from your product and service. And you can find out these things through thorough research. Create compelling and personalized content. Like I said before, personalized content has higher engagement rates, whether that be click-through or open rate. The more compelling your content, and if you add personalization, the more likely the lead is going to open that email and be interested in your service. Keep it crafty and keep it compelling. Ensure compliance. Don't do anything misleading. Don't use subject lines that have nothing to do with their email. Don't put anything that you're not supposed to put in your content. Don't be misleading. Use good content. Always give them the option to opt out. You're only doing yourself a disservice. Create compelling content. Put in the opt-out form and send away. Monitor and optimize. See how your click-through rates are doing. Test the content. Do A/B testing. See how the open rates are. Send at different times. From there, you can actually create a pretty good campaign if you see when people are opening most or clicking through most, and then sending emails and testing against those variables. Even though you're cold emailing, there's definitely a chance you can still be successful with these types of campaigns. Building on initial contacts. If you do get a response from these emails, definitely try to build a relationship instead of trying to sell first. I know you may have to nurture them a lot more than, let's say, somebody that signed up organically, but the better relationship you build, the more likely you are to convert these into customers. So my take on cold emailing is you should try to do things as organically as possible. SEO, paid media, social media, LinkedIn, Pinterest, and things like that. It takes a lot more patience, and you have to have a very strategic plan, just like any marketing plan, really. If you need anything, please email me at jcabale@cabalemedia.com. That's CABALE media, MEDIA.com. Or you can just go to cabalemedia.com. You can leave a comment down below. What videos you want to see. If you like the video, I'll put the subscribe link right here. And yeah, that's it. Any other questions, like I said, feel free to email me, and I'll see you at the next video.